Welcome to BMX Race Hub, rounds 9 and 10 of the National Series here in Birmingham. Welcome to BMX Race Hub, rounds 9 and 10 of the Lloyds Bank BMX National Series. We're live this weekend, which is fantastic. Looking forward to a great weekend of racing on a really good track. And we've got the big screen here in the sort of spectators area where the food and the traders are, which has been put on by CH Events. So thanks to those guys and to Birmingham BMX Club for putting this on. Here with Bruntwood BMX Club, who is supporting the channel. Thank you very much for your support. And we've got Matt and Sam, who are co-chairs of the club. So yeah, Matt, tell us about the club and what's been going on. I think you've got an anniversary as well.
So this year is the 10th anniversary of the club. So it was set up as it is now, sort of back in 2014, with Andy Kiffin, Andy Bamford, and Ross Blevins, who set the club up as it now. And sort of fast forward to where we are now, it's kind of, lots happened over those 10 years. The club's really grown, unprecedented. So as we say, we come into this 10th anniversary year. We've also got summer series going on. We've had a winter series, and this is the first year we've had a winter series and a summer series going on at the club. So there's a lot going on, and the current coaching levels are, up at such high level, such high demand. We're a national weekend. We've got 50 riders at the track this morning coaching. So we just can't keep up. I think Olympic fever from 2021 had a massive impact on that.
Yeah.
So our club coaches, Ellis Grimes and Ben Holt, and the legend is Brian Barton as well, who coaches for us this morning. It's been a great few years, and we've really grown a lot. And me and Sam stepped up to the co-chair role just nearly a year ago. So we've got such a strong committee as well that and so many volunteers as well. So the club's going a long way at the moment and working hard. So.
Good, yeah. I mean, my view is certainly club racing really helps. Having club series, it really helps to build the club and build the volunteers as well. And of course, then that's more riders and more coaching. And the next generation then of coaches, obviously, more kids and riders generally that need coaching. You need more coaches.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've put real emphasis on finding the riders that share the ethos of the club and have come through into the NRT and then have taken their coaching on to sort of level 1, which has been great. I mean, the NRT itself, it's really capitalised on the growth of the club, as Matt said. Last year we decided we'd always had a really strong club ethos at Bruntwood. Your club's your team and your team's your club. But we really felt we wanted something tangible for the riders to be a part of and make sure every rider at Bruntwood had a home, had a team. So it's not a selected thing. Everyone that commits to riding 4 rounds of national racing is on the team. They get supported, and we think it's quite unique that we offer to pay race fees of anyone racing out of Manchester. So it's also, we're making it accessible, which is hugely important. We also wanted to make sure that the National Development Group, we'd always had a brilliant novice base. We already had a really strong regional base, but we felt we needed to take the next level with our national racers. So we brought in Kelvin Beatty, the legend that is, who's assisted our coach in developing the National Development Programme as well. So it really completes our pathway for national development. Those riders have been a part of that for a year now, and now we came up with some brilliant stats the other day that we've gone from 35th to 25th, 21st as a club on the national club standings. And then we've come in as a new national race team, and we're now 13th in the standings going into the final weekend. So we're hugely delighted with the progress that the club's made at a national level. And really, it shows we're not just a great novice and club and regional club, but we're also really, there at national level as well.
Yeah, nice one. And I think that's a really good example of how to support national riders and making that next step up to national racing. Yeah, really good stuff. Yeah. Any last words? Anything else you want to mention, co-chair?
Just good luck to all our riders this weekend. It's last national. It's been, I think, the national season finishing early. It's been it's been a busy few weeks, and so just best of luck to all of them today.
And the Brits.
Yeah, and the Brits, and also the biggest race of the season, our 10th anniversary race. Sign up, come along. We've got prize money across all expert categories. So get signed up, and there's money on the line. So that's the biggest race of the season.
There we go, the biggest race of the season coming off at Bruntwood.
21st of July. 21st of July, Sunday.
21st of July, fantastic. There we go, thanks guys. Here with a couple of riders from Bruntwood, Tom and Cody. So Tom, tell us about how you got into BMX racing.
So I've always loved riding bikes, and I started quite late on. Been doing it for 2 years, so started quite late, and I just started going. The track's Bruntwood's around the corner from me, so just started going with my mates there, and then figured out that there's a club, and just went to the club and loved it, and carried on.
And it's a great track, isn't it? So how about you? How did you get into it then, Cody?
So I started around the same time as Tom, but I just chose GCSE PE, and I tried getting into football. Not much of a footballer, didn't really make the team, so I thought, I've loved riding bikes since I was younger. So went to the club for a session, just loved it, so just kept going. And now, racing nationals, so it's good.
Nice work, yeah. I think there might be a bit of football on later, actually. Later today, a little bit of a match. And you're both involved now in the coaching as well. So, tell us about
that. I've always just figured out that I'm not going to really make it to the level that I want to make it. So I just thought, you know what, why don't I give coaching a go? And the club let me help out, do a bit of coaching, and then I was like, why don't I do the course? And I did that, loved it, so now we're going to do level 2.
That's fantastic. And how about you?
Yeah, same as Tom. Obviously would love to get to Olympic level, but it's highly unlikely, so I thought I'd try to get to the coaching side of it. I did the same course as Tom, thoroughly enjoyed it, and we've just been helping out with level 2s, level 3s. Just enjoy coaching them.
Yeah, it's really good fun, isn't it? And it's really good to see younger people getting involved in coaching as well. I know, a few of the other clubs are doing that now as well, which is really, really good. So, so what are you hoping for in the next few races then, rest of the season and into the winter? What's your plan?
Just to improve my skills, improve in racing, and improve my coaching.
Good shout. And you?
Gonna try work on some strength training, just get that up, and then focus on bike skills, just get control of the bike, get really good, and
Yeah, good fun that. Good fun. Always good to do a manual if you can, and whatever else. So all right, really good, and nice to meet you both.
Yeah, you can meet you.
Junior men hit the track. Ned Penny out of the outside, got a great gate, and he's heading for turn number 1. Out front, who's there with him? Here comes Sander up the inside, works his way into 2. It is Penny right, and Simpson 1, 2 and 3 in the minute. Here comes Danny Jake Montfort into turn number 2. He's worked his way into 4, but it is Ned Penny out front, looking good for Absolute Bicycle Motocross. Into the final turn he goes, and back out again. Sander Montfort right isn't done yet either. Penny right, who's going to get 3 down to the stripes? Going to be Gabe Simpson with Danny Jake Montfort in 4.
Here with junior men winner today, Zander Mavawani Wright. Did rather well last night as well, taking the national title. So how's it feel today?
I felt quick all day, but Danny Jake kept getting me on the last corner, so props to him as well.
Yeah, for sure. I know you guys ride together a lot as well, and change your kit today. It looks good.
Thank you. My mum actually designed it, so.
Oh, there you go. Shout out to Alex. Yeah.
She did a good job.
She did. All right, well done, mate.
Thank you.
Penultimate final of the day hits the track. Russell got a great gate out of the inside. He's got Marnham there with him into turn number 1. Russell leads it. George Hunt threads the needle and works his way from about 5 to 2 in that first corner. Oh, Taylor Hunt ends up just about managing to stay on his bike. So the battle is out front. Russell, Hunt, Russell, Strickland, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last turn action. Cal Russell out of Ultimate Europe, looking like he's going to wrap up this Superclass men win down the final straight. Here comes Brad Russell for a 2-spot tie on the line with George Hunt.
Here is Superclass winner today, Cal. How'd it go?
It was alright. I was having fun in the motors with my brother. It's good racing him. I mean, the final wasn't the best lap. It wasn't a good gate. Just had to be aggressive down first straight. Try to get over the pro. I made a mistake on it. And then just let it all out at the rest of the lap.
Yeah, really good stuff. And I know you had a little bit of time out earlier in the year as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, good to see you back on track with a bang.
Yeah, it was some injury, but yeah, coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, mate. All right, good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The final of the day hits the track. Harvey out of lane 1, Chalice out of 2. Chalice leads in, heading for the corner. It's going to be Freya Chalice. Here comes Sienna Harvey, throws in an elbow. Harvey leads it. Chalice hits the deck on the second straight. Harvey backs Todd. 1, 2, 3 in that second turn. That's Tia Gaynor in there in 4. Heading back through the third straight. Sienna Harvey out of Crucial Racing. Knew exactly what she needed in that first corner. Look at the battle for 2 between the Stay Strong C&K girls. Who's going to get it on the line? I think Elsa might have just nicked the 2 spot. Harvey, Todd, backs 1, 2 and 3. Put your hands together for Freya Chalice, ladies and gents, as she finishes her lap.
Here with Championship Women winner today, Sienna. Yeah, so some moves.
Yeah, well, I was in gate 1, had an alright start, but I took a pretty good line in the first turn and managed to come out in first, which I was like, whoa, but yeah, no, really happy with that. But
well, as we were chatting at Plattfields last time, I was saying to you, you really stand out in terms of the progression you've been making, particularly track speed and skills. So, yeah,
no,
your view on that?
I don't know, I've been working really hard, and yeah, it's nice to see improvements, and obviously a win like this, I couldn't be more happy. But yeah, thank you. All
right, well done, mate.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well that's round 9 wrapped up. The racing just overlapped with the football. The football's on behind me. It's half time actually. So they're having their own analysis there. People are analysing their day's racing. And there's a bar as well, which is really good. Great atmosphere here at Birmingham. Really, really good racing. Again, off the scale, fantastic track. And of course, we get to do it all again tomorrow. Welcome to BMX Race Hub, round 10, the last round of the National Series here at Birmingham. Looking forward to the racing today. The sun's out at the moment, but there's a bit of a front coming through later. I think I might even be able to see it over the shoulder of the cameraman, John, there. Yeah, so we're live racing in the next couple of minutes and expecting more of the same that we saw yesterday. Here with, mixed age group, younger female riders. How's it going this weekend then? So Dakota, how are you getting on?
Good actually. I made the final first day and hopefully do the same today.
All right, good work. Watching your progress, doing well. Clara, how did you go on?
I made semis.
Nice work. Iris, going all right, I think.
Yeah, I came first and I got my fastest lap time of the day, which was good.
What, in the final?
Yeah, in the final.
That's not bad then. And Ez?
I'm very happy with yesterday because I made the final and I got a podium, which is a very big achievement for me.
Yeah, that was a good lap, really strong lap that last one, and yeah, good to see. Okay, here with Ollie Kendall, racing 16s. Ollie, you had a year off last year, but back with a bang this year.
Yeah, it's been good. Took a while off, but it's good. Come back strong after a while. Come back to Manchester, then throughout the rest of the year, been performing quite well, I'd like to think.
Yeah, I reckon, and obviously I'm kind of involved with the 16s in terms of, living it with Zach racing you guys as well, and you rock up a semi-final or a B-final, it's absolutely stacked in your age group, and yeah, each round's been kind of very different, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been very tough racing. Like we had Nikolai come across from Canada and all that, and even so, I think with all the tough racing, it's been like different people winning every race and like different podiums, loads of people doing really well, and I think pretty happy with how I've done to be able to get a few wins this year so far.
Yeah, and great racing as well. Really hard but fair, I think, and it's hard to watch sometimes, but it is really, really good. And and you won yesterday, which is good. On Friday night though, apparently you hit the gate with your back wheel. What's that about?
Yeah, so in the final, I was feeling good. I guess like adrenaline and all that, I try push it as hard as I can, and I feel like my back wheel just like scrapes the gate, and I completely like drop my front wheel when I'm going into it. So it wasn't the best, but did pretty well to come out with a third that day either way.
Yeah, for sure. A bit 80s style, really, jumping the gate or pushing through the gate like that, so your back wheel hits it. It's quite an achievement. Dad probably recognises that from when they were manual starts. But yeah, of course, Ollie, really, we just want to meet your bike. It's beautiful. Introduce us to your bike.
This is my Speedco. I've had it about 5 weeks, and it's done me very well so far.
Yeah, for sure. Here's Ollie's Speedco. So Ollie's Speedco. Tell us about how Ollie rides you.
Ollie's doing all right with his racing.
And how often does he look after you? How often does he clean you?
Once or twice a week.
Do you think that's enough?
No.
And what are you looking forward to the most about the rest of the year?
Him winning.
Very good. Thanks very much. Here with Vicky from Birmingham BMX Club. Just a bit of insight into what goes into organising a National Series event. Obviously, it's not the work of a moment.
No, it certainly isn't. It's probably 12 months of hard blood, sweat and tears. So we put our expression of interest this time last year to host a national club. We're a volunteer-led club, so there's no paid staff. So it's been 12 months of planning and organising. You know, volunteers have to take time off work, host everything that you see here today, from catering to fencing to security to toilets. So yeah, there's a lot of effort that goes in, but as you can see today, it's worth it.
Yeah, really great. And you wanted to make it even more complicated for yourselves as well, with a big screen down there showing the racing and of course the football last night.
Absolutely. Well, I was part of the school games for the BMX, and they had a big screen there. So we thought of the idea of bringing that to a national champs. First time we thought we'd give it a go. I think it's gone down really well. I think the England game was a bit of a bonus, but it went down so well. And of course we got the win, didn't we? So it all helps.
Yeah, eventually after about 400 minutes of game time, we're back here Wednesday, are we, to watch the semi-final?
Oh, yeah, maybe not. I think we all need a well-earned day off.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. All right, well, it's great to be back at Birmingham, and I know you're busy in the tuck shop as well, so keep up the good work.
Thank you. Yeah, great to see you.
Here with Stephen as well from Birmingham BMX Club. So you were looking after parking, is that right?
Absolutely. So I was given standard parking yesterday, and they decided to promote me to VIP today. So I obviously did a very good job or a very poor job. I haven't quite decided yet which one it was.
Yeah, it might be a penalty, that.
Absolutely.
And how many fence panels? Do you know how? There's a lot of fence panels out there.
I think lot's probably the right answer. Too many to count, I think. It's been a long few weeks, so our brains are frazzled. We're not counting panels at the moment. So.
Rest assured, though, when they come to pick them up, they will count them and they'll tell you if you're one short, but absolutely. I'm sure they're all there. And yeah, how's it gone this weekend for you?
Brilliantly, really, really well. I mean, yesterday ran really smoothly. We obviously had the football at the end of the day, which was sort of the cherry on the icing of the cake, just to sort of finish off the day. But really, really well. Some fantastic riding. Operationally, all went really well. A plan had been put in place by Alex, who's led this for the last few months, and really we really got the benefit yesterday of all that hard work of planning, that the day from our perspective ran really well, really smoothly.
Of course, it was 3 days of racing with the national championships on the Friday, and a bit of football.
And a bit of football, of course, yeah. But of course, the great thing was we planned the screen for the racing, and of course, just by coincidence, England ended up with a game yesterday. So a fabulous day of racing, then some football, and I think everyone just filled the day on a real high.
Yeah, it was a really good touch. So yeah, thanks for having us.
Welcome, and hopefully see you next year.
Okay. Well, the temperatures just ramped up. The rain stopped. There was rain during the quarterfinals. But wow, that was super hot. I think it dried the track out, just people riding around it. National champs first mention for the inside line this weekend. Yeah, good to see more of an event of it.
Yeah, it's the fact that we've tried something a little bit different and bring riders in and get them racing on a Friday evening. It's always tough when you try and put these events on for the first time. But I think as we kind of move along and the age groups get used to the fact that there's going to be a national sleeve available for them, I'm hoping they're going to get involved, next year and the year after and the year after that.
Yeah, there were some good numbers actually in the younger age groups, which is part of the reason, really. Make more of an event of it, and also with those younger riders, it being a thing they want to do.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
I think they making the national champs an actual event that riders can enter and be a part of, rather than it just being the sort of the championship age groups. It gives them a sort of sense of how race days are going to work later on down the line as well, especially because some of these guys want to sort of take this professional and that sort of thing. So it really opens up them avenues of how it's going to look in the future.
Yeah, the whole Moto and LCQ thing I think is really important, especially for the riders looking for that step up or already in Europe and Worlds and so on, going into those championship categories. And there's plenty of feedback as well. I've had loads of feedback, I'm sure you guys have as well, and we'll feed all that back in and really make next year even better. Point of the weekend, I think, Sienna and Freya yesterday into the first corner.
Yeah, it was a decent battle, wasn't it? You know, the fact that the 80s style elbows were being thrown in turn number 1 and Sienna didn't back off one bit. I actually had a quick chat with her this morning and just said, you know, that was mega, because that's the kind of racing that the fans want to see, and it also makes mine and Lewis's job really easy to commentate on that kind of stuff. So yeah, superb job. I'd like to see more of it. I just like watching really good battles, and if Sienna and Freya are battling like that all through the next couple of seasons, brilliant. Bring it on. Yeah, I said to Sienna at Plattfield, you know, she really stands out in terms of the improvement, the track skill, the fitness, the strength. You know, it's all really coming together, and obviously the results are showing. But of course, Freya learns from these things really fast.
Yeah, I mean, they're both fantastic riders. They both come on leaps and bounds, especially, like you say, Sienna over the last few years. Obviously, Freya's been used to being out of the front. She is that rider that is always leading the pack. So, like you say, Freya bounces back from these sort of scenarios. So it'd be good to see how she sort of deals with that today, come final time. But I think the way that Sienna's sort of improved over the last few seasons is absolutely incredible. I don't think we could name a rider that sort of had that level of improvement over the last few years, and especially doing it in the championship classes. Obviously, she made the jump to junior, I think it was last year, and now she's just excelling and starting to pick up them results. So it's always good to see.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in that environment. And speaking of pressure, next up is the Olympics.
Yeah, you know, once every 4 years, gold medals on the line. The entire British sporting public pick up on anybody who wins a medal. If it's a gold and a silver like we got in Tokyo, you know, so much the better. We've got the riders there who can get it done. Let's see what happens.
We got a strong group, freestyle as well. Actually, I mean, we got world champion in the men, haven't we? Going in there, Kieran. Yeah. So, what are you going to be watching the freestyle as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a great event. I mean, I tried to catch as much of it as I could when it was back in Tokyo. I mean, I didn't get it all because obviously the time difference and things like that. But I think the Olympics is massive for any sort of athlete across any sport. So especially for us to be sending who we're sending, and obviously they are at the top of their game and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really good event.
And then after that, the Brits.
Yeah, the Brits. I mean, it's massive. It's mine and Richard's, as far as I'm aware, our favourite British event. So it's a great weekend. It's full of fun. It's full of great riding, and it's full of so much competition that I think everyone just enjoys it that little bit more than the national series. It just brings out this extra bit of riding that no one seems to have throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, nice one. And then the podcast, you had Dr. Rich on there. How's that?
Yeah, Dr. Jason Richardson. I've known Jason for a long time, but he came on and he's talked all about the mental game and just dropped some knowledge bombs that normally he would only kind of reserve for his clients. So Jason, you know, he's really given it a good go, and he's been a fantastic guest. And I suggest if you do listen to the BMX Commentator podcast, available on Apple, Amazon, YouTube and Spotify.
Nice work.
Definitely. Give it a whirl, but also when you listen to that episode, get a notepad, because you will get some gems out of that.
Yeah, well, I feel the same way about the Barry Nobles one, actually. We talked about that one before. And yeah, the mental game is a really big part. You know, 3 or 4 of our riders on Team Mine this weekend, it's been a mental game, and neither of you made me cry live on YouTube, so thank you very much, because it was quite a good result just now. So we'll leave it there. That was the inside line with Rich and Lewis, and the finals are up next.
Gate goes down, junior men hit the track. Ned Penny is flying for turn number 1. Here comes Danny J. Montfort though on the inside, looking like he's going to work his way in for the lead. Miller Hughes throws it under in the turn. It is Montfort leading it out. Oh, Simpson hits the deck for about the millionth time this weekend. He's back up to his feet straight away. Penny looks on the inside of Montfort in turn 2. It is them 2 guys out front. Montfort, Penny, Hughes, 1, 2, 3 in and out of the final corner. Danny J. Montfort, pretty sure he took the win yesterday as well. He's going to take it 2 for 2. Penny in there for that 2 spot. Hughes for 3. The 4 is going to go to Gabe Simpson.
Here with Danny J, winner of today's junior men. Yeah, Grand Prix again today. Good few laps from you.
Yeah, had a couple good laps. My second moto, I was leading and then got hit by the wind, which made me have to work even more harder in the motos to go back up on the ranking for today. So,
Well, good work though, and really well done again. Talking to you again, well done.
thank you.
Championship women are go 50 quid for the whole shot, sponsored by Premier as they head down towards the first turn. Freya the Slayer picking up the money. Cha-ching! She's 50 quid better off. Sienna Harvey in there in 2, Betsy Bax, Elsa Rendell Todd. That is your top 4 right now with Lucy Simpson in 5 as they head down towards the final corner. Freya the Slayer, absolute bicycle motocross, taking the money, taking the win. She's going to go across that line. Sienna Harvey in 2. Wouldn't like to say who got 3.
Okay, here with championship winner, day 2, round 10. Good to see you again, Freya.
Yeah.
Let's talk about yesterday, first corner.
Yeah, I left a gap and Sienna took it. She racing and I ended up flying over the pro straight. Came back today with a fight to win it and prove that it was just a one-off, and hurt all my left side and coming out the gate wasn't 100%, but a bit of a dodgy start, but got my elbows out and I'm happy to take the win today.
Yeah, well done, mate. And close down that line into the first corner.
Yeah, practice, inside line, no one's getting under me today.
All right, good work, and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
And as the rain begins to fall here in Birmingham, the action is hotting up as we head towards turn number 1. Matthew Hart getting the whole shot. Russell in there in 2. In fact, Russell 2, 3, Marden 4. George Hunt in there in 5. Heading into turn number 2. Is Matthew Hart holding on to it? Yes, he is. Russell's chasing him down though as they go towards the final corner. Is the move going to come? Not quite. Oh, what a move from Callum Russell. Is he going to catch Matthew Hart? No, he's not. Oh, Russell, Marnham, your top 4. Fletcher in 5.
Right, well, the racing literally just finished before the heavens opened for second time today. That brings an end to the National Series for this year, to round 10 at Birmingham BMX, and the next stop will be the British Championship. So, wow, what a day, what a last 5 minutes. It's thunder and lightning now, and just in time we're done. Thanks to the channel supporters, British Cycling, Crucial BMX, NX Teamwear, and that is a wrap for the Lloyds Bank BMX National Series. See you soon.